We are at the sidelines of the DH Bengaluru 2040 Summit, where we get thought leaders to envisage a city of the future. And I have with me Nalini Malaviya, who is an art curator and consultant and an art writer. Thank you, Nalini, for being here.
Thank you so much, Rashmi, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I would like to ask you, we all know that Bangalore is a tech city, but it becomes a weekend festival city in that sense. How can we make it a global cultural hub? How can we be very cohesive about all the cultural festivals that happen in Bangalore?
I think a couple of points that we discussed today. One of them is that it's important to have a civic infrastructure which can support the cultural or the creative infrastructure. So that's, primary, absolutely. It's the foremost thing to be done. The other thing is that we also discussed about, having these nodal centers in the suburbs, in all corners of Bangalore, so that people don't need to come to the center of the city. People don't need to be there, in the downtown part as such. And they can do other things as well. Along with that, of course, we need funding. So there is public-private partnership, which has to be supported, which there has to be money, which has to be dispersed. Along with that, I think what we are lucky to have is that we do have audiences, we have the artists, and we have people who are very eager to make things work. So along with that, once we get the right support, I'm sure Bengaluru will be the cultural capital very soon.
But I've also heard people say that Bengaluru has no culture, or it has culture very much in silos. People don't interact with each other. There are the IT guys, there are the old Bangaloreans. There is not much cohesiveness. Do you see that? Do you see that happening, or have you experienced that?
No, I don't think I've experienced that. What I have found is that most people, they tend to think that, traffic is going to be bad, or it's just the logistical part of it to get somewhere. And then culture is not something which is fixed or which cannot change. Culture has a different meaning for different people. So it doesn't mean that when there's a fine art exhibition that everybody would want to come there. You would have to look at music, lit fests, you have to look at performances, live performances, all kinds of various cultural activities to draw in the crowds. So you have to find the right fit is what I feel.
Quickly, if there is one thing, Bengaluru, both civic and public and private partnership, if you take it as a whole, if there is one thing that we should do to make people come to Bangalore like they go to Venice or they go to Florence, just for their culture, just for cultural tourism, what is the one thing they have to do and what is the one thing they should not do?
I think one of the things is to come together and make a plan. What do we want to build? As soon as we have that, it could be something which is similar to the Kochi Biennale, and we want to do a Biennale here. Chennai is, I believe, doing one of the Biennales now. It is hosted by the Lalit Kala Academy. So we need government support, and we need to find what we have to do. It could be a lit fest. It could be a multicultural event. Maybe we could do that, and then just make sure that everybody finds a place in it, and that becomes our USP. And people then want to come to Bengaluru because they cannot afford to miss it.
And one thing we should not do?
I don't know what it is that we cannot do. I think we have to stop putting Bangalore down, because if you travel, if you go to Delhi, traffic is horrendous. If you go to other places also, there are challenges in traffic. I think we need to celebrate what we already have and build upon that, rather than just look at what is not working.